Hello, welcome back. Today we are going to be revisiting The Cut. We're going to be trying to match people to their job. I quite enjoyed it last time, I say enjoy, I got it wrong, terribly wrong. We're going to try and match the people to their job. Shouldn't be too hard. Saying that, I got it wrong last time. I got 1 point. So we move. Let's see how much better we do this time.
Hello. Hi there. My name is Kai.
My name is Renee.
My name's Carice. I'm a job recruiter.
What kind of jobs do you recruit?
Anything within the industrial field.
What are you doing today?
Today I'm going to be judging books by its cover, aka guessing people's occupations.
I know a lot of people that don't look the way that what you would expect of their profession. I think it'll be a fun puzzle to put together.
I'm going to give you a list of all the jobs. Read those off and tell me what you think about them.
Horse blanket mender? Probably like country cowboy.
So straight in, horse blanket mender. Never heard of that job before. And she's like, yeah, definitely some kind of cowboy looking. I mean, I would have probably said the same thing. So, we'll see how it goes.
Person's probably fit because I know it is tough on your body.
Security officer, lazy. I don't know what it is, but
Depends what kind of security officer they're for, I guess. But, we'll carry on.
Security officer, I think like Paul Blart, to be honest.
And then a valet driver. I was actually a valet driver in college.
Are you expecting somebody in college to be the valet driver?
No, because I know that there's also career valet drivers.
A nurse, a black woman. They all CNAs and, stuff like that.
A pawnbroker, someone who likes like old antique things, or someone who has knowledge of pricing of that stuff.
Karate instructor. Maybe, you got good posture or something.
I've written them down on a list. So we're going to number them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 to 8 when we see the people. And I'm going to try and judge them before these guys even have. Horse blanket mender. As she said, someone cowboy looking. Maybe, or very uptight, I reckon. Could be a mix of both. Concrete finisher. I'm guessing someone rough, quite big. As she said before. Security officer, gonna be, I don't know, depends what kind of they do, I guess. So we'll get on a gap. Valet driver, I reckon someone who's gonna be quite, hunchback, maybe quite shriveled down. Nurse, could be male or female. Pawnbroker, I don't know, maybe someone a bit geeky looking. We'll see how we go. Karate instructor, yeah, as she said, someone up straight, quite posture, quite ready to go, I reckon. And anesthesiologist, I want to say it, maybe someone quite old, but there might be someone who's young who's an anesthesiologist. But let's have a look. We'll see.
Ones that put you to sleep, right?
Yeah.
I can imagine someone who maybe is really into science or math.
Just someone who's very smarticle. I'm gonna see some glasses with that one.
You ready?
Yes.
All right, let's bring the line in.
Dang, half of these are teeny boppers. Y'all sure y'all concrete?
Looking at this crowd, I have absolutely no idea. I don't know where to begin. So obviously from the side, 1 to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have no idea. I was expecting adults. I am really sorry about that. I don't know why I did that. Right, so horse blanket mender. Honestly, number 4. I'll lock in number 4 in now. Concrete, I'm going to say maybe number 5. I've not got a clue. I'm going to say number 8 is the nurse. Pawnbroker, maybe number 2. The karate instructor, number 3. Anesthesiologist is number 6. Maybe number 1 is the officer. She looks a bit tough, I'm not gonna lie. And then the valet driver is, who have I got left? Number 7. I don't know. This could be very wrong. We'll see.
I'm allergic to horses, but I grew up around them.
How long have you been in your current position?
Professionally, 5 years. I grew up doing it.
Oh, okay, awesome. I'm gonna give you horse blanket mender.
I think I could be wrong already. She definitely didn't grow up doing security officer. We are less than 3 minutes in, and I got one wrong. But halfway through, when we get an idea, I'm going to rejig the answers. Whatever. So hopefully we'll get something right.
I can imagine if you've done it before you got into it professionally, maybe like your family owns horses.
Okay.
Do you know what the word equestrian means?
Something about water.
No. Okay.
Okay.
I think we are
Maybe
at.
it's a horse thing.
It is a horse thing.
Okay.
If I was to pass out right now and have a heart attack, are you gonna help me out?
I would do my best, but
Girl, with that being said, you ain't no doctor, okay?
Do you enjoy driving?
I do. I actually paid a bunch extra so I could have a manual in my car.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with valet driver. You had to know how to drive manual as a valet driver.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Of course.
How
I
long have
love
you been
that.
in your profession?
About a year.
Is this a position that's keeping you busy until you start your dream career, or is this, would you say, your dream career?
This is my backup. I went to college for stage management.
I noticed the hiking boots. It is a choice.
Now, I said this person was going to be the pawnbroker. I got a feeling I could be very wrong here. This could be the horse blanket mender.
And so you usually deal with being outdoors, kind of rugged. Can you define equestrian for me?
It's horse related.
Horse related.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any experience with like sewing or needlework?
I do hand embroidery actually.
I think I'm gonna take a shot at the horse blanket mender.
I'm gonna say valet driver. Could see this being something like a filler position until you kind of get back into theater.
Okay, I got $20 in my pocket, right?
Okay.
And I'm about to buy a camera. Are you gonna try to give me a deal or what?
I'd try to get you a deal, but a camera for $20 seems hard. They're expensive.
What you mean? You trying to snag all my money? You're a pawnbroker.
Hi, I'm Brian.
Brian, nice to meet you. Did you go to school?
I'm in school right
You're
now.
in school right now. Okay. If you're still in school, I think there's a couple of these that you can't do without your degree yet.
How did you get into this profession?
Growing up, I did it.
I reckon Brian could. Is he growing up doing it? Ah, no, wait. So I did the first one. Okay, so between the first and him, I reckon one of them is the karate instructor. I said this person is the karate instructor, but I'm also thinking number one could be now.
The place I work at, and so I was like, hey, might as well.
Did you grow up doing sports at all?
Yeah.
Can I see a strong front jab?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Do some
100%.
kicks.
If that little jab doesn't mean, yeah, 100%. They're the instructor. I reckon he's like a blue belt. Maybe I don't know. Could be a black, but hey ho, we'll see.
Prentice, show me what's up. Ooh, that was good. Haha, try to touch my.
Try to level it down. I got one right.
You were serious.
Yes.
The face was serious as hell. Karate instructor.
I think that Brian is the karate instructor.
Karate instructor.
You're now a karate instructor.
Yeah.
Hi. Hi.
Mika.
Mika,
Nice
nice
to
to
meet
meet you. Do you have like a strength about you? The coverall choice is something I would wear if I was
Bob
like
the Builder.
working out a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
How long have you been in your current profession?
12 years.
12 years.
Yeah.
Long time. Okay. How into antiques are you?
I like going to antique stores.
Do you enjoy garage sales?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm on the money now. I am going to give you pawnbroker.
Mika, can I see what it looked like if you picked up like a heavy bag, let's say 50
Yeah.
pounds?
Sure.
Uses the knees, not the back. Love it. I'm gonna go concrete finisher.
Bob the Builder vibes.
Bob the Builder vibes.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful. You got some dirty shoes.
I know.
So you like playing around in the dirt?
Not really.
Are you in school or have you completed school?
I just graduated.
Just graduated. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
You could be like a nurse practitioner, but that's additional school, so I don't think it's nurse. Security officer is definitely a job that you can do throughout college. Can I get you to give your most intimidating look and maybe shout hey?
Hey!
Oh, never mind.
How do you feel about jockeys? You
We're
know,
jockeys.
like the horse, like cavalry.
Oh, yeah. I went to Dude Ranch when in 8th grade. That was fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with security officer. I don't think any of the other jobs I have left fit.
Right, so he was number I was very wrong. I said he was a concrete officer, concrete finisher, so no.
But he is the least intimidating security officer I've ever seen in my life.
Some people in the shoes, I feel like you get rough and tough. So I'm gonna say horse blanket mender.
Asking for a good, like, yeehaw.
Yeah! Say, go ride that pony, ride that pony. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely going with that one.
100% would be the least. That would not be the one I picked.
It's nice to meet you. So, how long have you been in your profession?
2 months.
How do you feel at the sight of like needles or like blood?
Doesn't faze me at all.
Okay.
What does the word intravenous means to you?
IVs?
Yes. Do you know how to perform CPR?
Yeah.
Can you show me?
So do I.
I've never done it on an actual person.
Ooh.
You alive?
When I walked in, I knew you was a nurse.
Okay.
I said some things earlier, and I said a lot of black women are CNAs. You believe that?
No.
I feel like I got this all wrong.
I'm gonna go with nurse for JJ.
Thank you.
JJ, it's a pleasure.
You too.
This is something just in the meantime.
Just for now.
So we have pawnbroker and anesthesiologist left. Do you have any tattoos?
Not yet.
Not yet. Planning on it. Okay. So not a fear of needles.
You give me security officer. You give me like you do not be at work. You be clocking in and then you be leaving. How do you feel about that?
I don't take things too seriously at work, I guess.
Security officer.
Can you show me how you would check for a vein in my arm to administer an IV?
I hope it's around here.
He's not the anesthesiologist.
Oh,
I'm gonna go with pawnbroker.
Sorry, y'all. She give me grown. How old are you?
I'm 32.
Yeah, girl, you've been in school for 30 years. You give me mature. You are a doctor that I want to see. You know, I'm trusting you with my surgery to put me down.
How long have you been in your current position?
A few years.
Can you hold your hand out like this for me?
Oh, that is level.
Okay. I can imagine if you're an anesthesiologist, you have to have a pretty like steady hand.
If you were to administer an IV, how would you find the vein?
There are the blue ones. This one.
I'm gonna go with the anesthesiologist because she has recognized how to find at least a vein in an arm, and you have just kind of a warm presence around you.
I'm gonna definitely give you anesthesiologist.
You want to say that for me?
Anesthesiology.
Whoop! She's that. I want to see how wrong I am. This is crazy.
Thank you.
Honestly, did not expect her to be 30 years old. Let's just say that. Right. So next time I'm gonna reshuffle. Well, talk to you guys about my my choosings, and then gonna reshuffle and come up with part 2 answers, and we'll see what we get wrong. Okay, so I said number 1. Where is she? Over here. That she was the officer. Now she said she grew up doing it, which could either be the I can't say it, karate instructor, or she could be a horse blanket mender, but you wouldn't do that career if you were allergic. Number 2, I said was the pawnbroker. Now again, I could have very wrong with that one. I think I'm very wrong with that one. So number 3, I said he was the karate instructor. I'm gonna lock that one in. But between the two of them, stood upright and shoulders back, I think one of those two is. Number 4 was my horse, but I don't know. 5 was the concrete. After listening to him, I'm very wrong with that one. 6 was my anesthesiologist. I think no, not anymore. I think after listening to number 8, they are it. And number 7 was the valet driver, which possibly could be. He said that he just did it for a few months with finishing school, but again, let's have a look.
How do you think you did?
I'm a little iffy on the first few, but I think I did pretty good.
Okay,
Yeah.
show of hands. Who did Carice guess? Right.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, cool.
So going off that, I have no idea still.
Oh, I was so close.
Oh wow.
What? What I told you about the nurse and the karate though? Girl, stop. You was trying to play with me.
Can I have everybody put the right placard on? Then they're gonna come up and talk to you real quick.
Oh damn. Right, so number 1, I said she was the officer. I kind of gave up with that one. So I got that wrong. So we lose a point there. Number 2, here, horse. Got that one right. Number 3, we got that one right. Well done me. Yes. Number 4, I kept that there. So I changed that to the end. Number 5. Number 5, I didn't have being the security officer. Fair. Well, let's see what kind of he is. Nurse, we got that right. Valet driver, number 7 on the list. Bang, I had that first as well. And there we go. So the second half, I got it right. But the first half, I got 1. Wrong. 2. First half, I got 2. Second half, I got 6.
Concrete finisher. Okay, I knew that was gonna be one.
Oh, okay, it's good, it's good.
First person, come on, step forward.
Hi. So I got you wrong.
Yeah.
So tell me about your profession. How'd you get in it?
I was actually homeschooled, so my dad would just like take me to work with him some days, and I enjoyed concrete the most of all the trades my dad taught me. I just like called a random company. I was like, "Do you need a tool boy?" And then they hired me, and I just like worked up to a finisher. So I've been doing it professionally for 5 years.
What is a tool boy?
It's just the person that like runs the errands, and then while the important people are doing the important stuff, we just wash their tools, make sure it's where it needs to be.
Do they have tool girls? Is that
Well, I'm the only female concrete finisher that I've ever seen, and like I work for a really big company. They have like 60 to 80 people employed, maybe,
wow,
and I'm like the only girl on the whole crew.
Oh,
so-
go you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
How did you get into horse blanket mending?
When I picked up a career as a short haul route driver, in doing that, I got connected with a horse blanket laundry company, and one day I wore something into the shop that I had made. And my boss asked if I sewed, because apparently it's really hard to hire sewers to do industrial mending work. And I like re-sew the webbing and patch holes and sometimes have to restructure the whole thing because a horse put a foot through it.
How long have you been doing that for?
I've been doing it about a year, actually.
It was just like, I want to sew for horses. Like, I get it. That's what's up. That's what's up.
I'm a hobby sewer. I've been sewing for 10 years.
Is this what you're gonna do for the rest of your life?
Probably not.
No. Okay.
But this is a great stopgap. I'm having a great time with it.
It's weird that fully did not expect them to be their jobs, I guess. I mean, I never would have put her as a concrete finisher. That's just me. Her at concrete finisher. Possibly maybe them there being the horse blanket mender. She said she was sewer, so I probably should have put that together straight away.
Oh, I knew that. This was the one I was like for sure on. I knew that we had a karate instructor.
You kicked the shit out of my hand. You a black belt?
Yeah, I'm a 4th degree black belt.
Are you able to show us a karate move?
Do you want to learn how to punch?
Yeah.
Okay, take your fingers and curl them. You're gonna punch out like this and then twist at the end.
We gonna do that, okay?
Ready?
Damn!
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I love that. I'm gonna practice that at home.
So I didn't give off pawnbroker vibes.
I'm sorry that I thought you were a concrete finisher.
That's okay, I liked it.
How long have you been a pawnbroker?
12 years.
12 years. So you've been in a while. So what got you into pawnbroking?
I applied on Craigslist.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it ever dangerous?
I think so. We serve demographics who need money. Nobody comes into a pawn shop like, oh, you know, I could use a couple extra dollars. Like, no, it's a need.
Yeah.
If you can't help them, then people can get upset, angry.
Crap, that's scary.
Alright, you need some karate lessons, maybe.
I think I'm gonna hit Brian up. Yeah.
Right.
I was fully expecting someone a bit geeky, I reckon. But then again, maybe, as you said, you know, some people, you know, they aren't friendly. So, you know, to be fair, she looks a bit rough, a bit around the edges. She'd probably give a good go if someone was trying to mess around or fuck around. But yeah, that was very wrong.
That's okay, I'm not gonna. It's okay, you're all good. I don't know how to do that, so you're fine.
Why security?
Because I just needed a job, and I was actually in, I go to college while I graduated with my AA. One of my teachers was like, hey, there's a job opportunity, you should take it. I'm like, all right, cool, I'll take it.
You ever had to rough anyone up? You ever had any kind of incidents?
You know
where
what's
had
crazy? Actually, one of my first days, I was all alone at the campus, and I saw this guy. He was like half naked, and he's like, hey, come here, little boy, come find me. And I had to hide in the bushes, and he's like, where are you at? Come out. And I had to call my boss, and he would come and rescue me. But yeah.
Do you have anything to protect yourself with as a security
No,
guard? Oh.
just your legs.
Possibly the worst security guard. All I did was run, man.
What made you want to get into nursing?
Well, my mom is a nurse, so I kind of got into it because of that, but I'm actually a pre-med major. Why did you say most black people are like CNAs?
I have a lot of friends who are like nurses, and I feel like that's the go-to. Do you disagree with that?
I do. Just working in the healthcare field, I also see different nationalities. It's not like all concentrated like black people.
And seeing that it was that list,
Yeah.
and I seen you, I said nurse.
Yeah.
And I was right. So
You're right, yeah.
yeah.
So you want to continue being a nurse even after school, or are you going into medical school to become like a full doctor yourself?
To become a doctor.
Oh, very
It's
cool.
just along the journey, I guess.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. I'm excited
Thank
for
you.
So you got me wrong,
I did. How do you even get into that? You just apply and now.
but they were just looking for people that knew how to drive stick shift because apparently that's pretty rare nowadays.
It is. I don't know how to do that.
To this day, I always find it wild that some people opt to go automatic, but then again, they're American, so what can we say?
Assume like the exotic, like luxury cars, but
It's
my,
not that.
no, my favorites are the ones with the most problems possible that are like barely held together. Because it's way more exciting to get into something and like, oh, the door handles don't work, you gotta like jump through the window.
Yeah.
Like those are my favorite.
Hi. Anesthesiologist. Sweet. How did you get into anesthesiologist? Was it because of school or?
In medical school, you have to rotate in the different specialties. Like,
Just saying, I still don't believe that she's 30. Maybe pushing it, but to start off, I would have said like 20s.
internal medicine, surgery, psychiatry, and then I liked anesthesiology the most.
How much schooling do you need to be an anesthesiologist?
After high school, you complete 4 years of college, 4 years of medical school, 4 years of residency training. After that, fellowship is optional.
That's a really good occupation, and I know, girl, you got some coin. You want to be my friend?
Oh, I mean, I'm good.
Okay, yeah, like that. She gonna keep you to the side like that. That's what's up, though. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Just saying, she looks like Shaq. Tell me I'm wrong. I mean, no hate, but yeah, she looks like Shaq. If you got any right in the first or second half, I'll let you off because I got most of mine in the second half. Let me know down below. If you've got any wrong, again, let me know. And hopefully next time we can get all of them right. That is the goal. We're going to do one episode to get all of them right. First time, no second tries. But if you want to see that, like, subscribe, and I will see you later.